Stage 2 is a 39-kilometre criterium right here in the heart of Wangaratta. It's over 30 laps and there are 10 intermediate bonus sprints, which is going to be very interesting for the overall situation. The course itself, fairly wide and open down the straights, but there are several pinch points and some tight corners. They could be quite tricky. In the overall situation, we see young gun Annalisa Hull with a 22-second lead over both Kate Perry and Bridie O'Donnell. But I would expect someone like Rebecca Wysack with her track power to really feature on a course like this.
We're expecting a super aggressive race this afternoon in the criterium. There's time bonuses up for grabs every 3 laps and on the finish line. We had 4 of our High Five Dream Team riders, I think places 4, 5, 6, 7, so we're pretty close. So we're expecting first wheel into the corner potentially to win this with the finish line so close there, and I know that we've got a really strong team for a lead out there and any number of options with 5 of us pretty high up on GC.
70 riders signed on for the criterium, over 39 kilometres, and they were quickly up to speed, fighting for position. In the opening lap, Sophie Williamson from Holden Women's Racing Team touched down. Subaru High Five Dream Team were really trying to set their rider up, Georgia Baker. She was the best placed in the first stage time trial, and they were gunning for those intermediate time bonus points for her.
I think it was pretty aggressive to start off with, and the aim for us was to try and, the intermediate sprints were keeping it up because there was time bonuses and things, so we wanted to gain a few positions on GC as well, so we're going for them.
As the race wore on and the frantic pace started to take its toll, the peloton was starting to whittle down. The spectators on Shimano Corner were certainly enjoying the world-class action. Looking after the interests of the overall series leader Ruth Corset, her teammate Bridie O'Donnell spent a lot of time riding tempo on the front of the peloton.
She was definitely on the front a lot and doing a lot of hard work, and so was Specialised countering after the sprints, and also Holden as well. They did put the pressure down after the intermediate sprints as well.
Specialised Securitor were really aggressive throughout the stage, and they were constantly on the attack with Veretta Stewart. Also Michaela Parsons was very aggressive from Specialised, and going for the intermediate sprint, Sophie Mackey picked up 2 of them.
We rode towards the front most of the race. There were some Bicycle Superstore girls up there as well, but also Holden, High Five, Georgia Baker, she was up there. Bridie O'Donnell, of course, as well, trying to protect Ruth, and it was very, very aggressive racing.
It appeared the race leader, Annalisa Hull, was fairly isolated and was sitting in the middle of the bunch. She does seem to struggle a little bit with finding good position. Holden Women's Cycling Team are void of a sprinter in this year's tour, so they were also very aggressive, trying to get a breakaway to move. With so many of the riders, especially the Subaru High Five Dream Team, going for the intermediate sprints, it kept the peloton speed so high that no attacks could really get away. As the peloton approached the final turn, there was a fair bit of push and shove to get into the right position, and one of the riders crashed out, which was unfortunate for her, but for Georgia Baker, she came around the outside of everybody and powered across the line to pick up what was to be a very emotional win for the young Tasmanian.
The lead out with Tessa on the front, and then Kendall, then myself, and it was just awesome. It worked out perfectly. So, I've had a few last month. It's been pretty tough with the loss of my dad, and so it's pretty much just so good to win, and I know how proud he'll be. So.
After what has been a really trying year for Georgia Baker, it was fantastic to see her go out the stage winner ahead of Raquel Sheath and Kendall Hodges.